then we got Miss Marvel, which, if you're watching Miss Marvel, it has a lot. You know, it has a different religion that's with it and a different culture when it comes to this series. And I'm digging it. Still digging it. When it came to this episode, episode 4, that came out today, the episode takes place in Pakistan. Kamala and her family goes to Pakistan to, visit other family members. And it's interesting. You know, what's funny, though? It's like, man, they really do a good job at, like, going, I live in Southern California. It's hot as fuck. But, man, it looks even hotter over there. Jesus Christ. They do a good job of, like, letting you know that it's fucking hot over there. But, another good episode. I think one of the gripes that I had, basically, when it comes to leading into this, because they don't really touch into it too much, but they are going to touch into it because, she has these powers, which she's starting to learn, and she's starting to learn where the powers come from. And we're getting more backstory, more backstory, and she's going to start really learning where she gets these powers. And then, of course, now she has people that are after her that, essentially got sent to a Supermax prison. But, yeah, they ain't going to stay in there because, they're kind of powerful. So she's learning her powers and learning where all this stuff is coming from. Obviously, the thing that's on her wrist. But one of the things I was like, man, don't make this be a thing because, she had her best friend. I talked about that last week. And I was like kind of wondering, I'm like, why does the actress that plays her best friend looks like she's 10 years older than she actually is? But I think Jose mentioned that they actually are the same age. They just, don't look it. But I'm like, they're going to do that cliche thing where like her, her bestie, she didn't tell her bestie that she's got all these powers. And then, of course, when she finds out about him, you didn't tell me? I'm like, we're going to do that whole fucking, trope where it's like, oh yeah, I didn't tell you, sorry. I didn't tell you that I found this like mythical thing that I put on my wrist, and now I can actually I could literally punch a building if I wanted to, and I can create like little steps to like, go up buildings and shit like that. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I just always hate that little trope because she has like another best friend, the white kid who's like really smart, that he knows everything, but of course she doesn't. And I'm like, oh man, we're going to have that trope, but probably are, but whatever. But for the most part, still digging the series. Still, curious to see where it goes. The action is, it's not like super top notch, but it's still good enough. Especially with all the abilities that she could do. And like I said, she's learning her abilities. Still very charming. She's still very likable, and she was very much kind of like a fish out of the water kind of situation, visiting Pakistan, and still very good stuff. Yeah, I like that. I like it. Still liking it, and. I don't even know how many more episodes they have. How many more episodes are they? We're on episode 4. How many episodes are supposed to be here? Like 8, 9, something like that? I know it's going to be more than Obi-Wan. I know. No Obi-Wan anymore. It's like, it's fine.